The following segment is sponsored by Elmer's Restaurants.
Welcome back to AM Northwest, and now is a great time to take a coffee break with our friends at Elmer's Restaurants.
Since 1960, Elmer's has been a local favorite. With a menu full of Northwest ingredients, it's your home away from home, where breakfast tastes just like Mom made it. And you don't have to do the dishes. Treat yourself to a delicious breakfast at Elmer's soon.
And welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, my mouth started watering the second I heard about this recipe, and that was last week. All right, it is the perfect fall brunch dish. Here to show us how to make apple butter baked French toast with spiced whipped cream. We welcome back the creator of the blog, Karista's Kitchen, Chef Karista Bennett. Good to see you.
Good to see you,
And it's no exaggeration. We've all been talking about this recipe because it sounds so good.
Good.
Okay, so I'm taking a look at this. It looks stunning.
It is. It's beautiful, but it's delicious too.
Okay,
so,
let's make it.
It's not too difficult. So we
That's even better.
I make this. It's an apple butter baked French toast, and I serve it with brown sugar apples and a pumpkin spice whipped cream.
Oh,
so we're gonna pumpkin spice the whole thing.
Oh, let's spice it up.
Let's spice it up.
Okay.
Okay. So I have buttered my 8x8 baking dish, and we are just gonna put 4. If you can fit 4 pieces of bread. This is a little bit smaller than my other one. I kind of squish it in there if you can squish it.
And this is raisin bread, but you can use any kind of bread, right?
You can use pumpkin spice bread. You can use brioche bread. It's really, you know, whatever you have on hand. You could use wheat bread. That'd be fine. So then I take some of my apple butter, and I'm just going to spread about a tablespoon on each piece of bread. And this is all about just layering. And if you don't like apple butter, which I know you love apple butter, but if you don't, you can use pumpkin butter. And during the summer, I use blackberry jam.
Oh, no way.
Yes, homemade blackberry jam. This is so awesome with homemade blackberry jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So then we're going to layer more bread on top of the apple butter.
This is to die for. Are you kidding me?
It's decadent.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, in a deeper dish, and this,
you must run off your calories or something, right? Is that what you do? Are you a jogger?
Well, no, actually, I yoga and I walk that dog. That cattle dog keeps me so busy.
Darn dog.
That darn dog. He keeps me so busy.
Okay, now do you want me to put this on?
More apple butter on top. Yep.
All right.
And now in a larger or a deep dish, I used 3 layers of bread and apple butter. And
wow.
Yes, and in this one, we may only get the 2. I don't know if we can squish. We could probably squish the 3rd in there.
Let's go for it.
Okay, we're going to squish that extra.
So we can do it.
More bread.
And we have 4 pieces.
Yeah, we do. So typically I get 12 slices of bread in an 8x8. You can do this in a...
and you don't want the ends, right? You don't want the ends.
No, you don't want the ends.
Right.
You can eat the end. I just eat the ends with some butter. So. And once we get all that on there, we are going to whisk together our other concoction. There we go.
You mentioned that you make your own apple butter sometimes, and you do that in the slow cooker.
I make it in the slow cooker. It's so easy. I just let it go all day long.
You might have to add that to the recipe today.
Okay. You know what? I'll send that to you so we can add that to the recipe.
I'm kind of demanding today. Have you noticed?
We will add that slow cooker apple butter recipe.
All right.
So then we are going to whisk together 6 eggs.
6 eggs?
6 eggs, and we are going to just slowly add about a cup of heavy cream. I think it's a cup to a cup and a half heavy cream, and then a half a cup of whole milk.
Is that beautiful, or is that just me?
That is beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's beautiful. Okay. And then we want to sweeten it.
And it's clearly low fat, low calorie.
Yes. Yes, and you can eat as much of it as you want.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. This is the fall.
Okay.
And then I want a little...
That's what this is the perfect fall dish.
It is. It is the quintessential fall dish. Because, you know, fall is what, Saturday?
Yep.
Yep. And I have about 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice because, you know, we're all dying to use pumpkin pie spice right now. So once we get all that mixed in there, we're just going to slowly pour it over.
Did you come up with this recipe?
I did. Yeah, I'm sure somebody else has thought of it before me, but yeah, just, you know, I love making French toast for my girls on the weekend.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're standing there making French toast. I'm like, let's just do it all.
Let's change it up.
Yeah, let's just put it all in one dish, bake it, boom, it's done. And then we can serve.
Oh, smart.
Yeah,
okay, now what do we do?
So then I'm just going to slowly pour the batter
Notice
over
I step back and let you do it.
Yeah, so this might take a little while. This is one of those...
Because it kind of needs to soak in like French toast does, right?
Yeah, it has to soak in, so I just kind of push it in there. You know, let it soak in. So once you get all of it in there, you're going to cover it with aluminum foil, and then you're going to put it in the refrigerator overnight, or at least up to 6 to 8 hours, so it soaks up all that heavy cream and the eggs, and that custard's going to get into all of the bread.
Oh my goodness.
And then once it's soaked in, then you just bake it 350 for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. Pull it out, let it cool for a few minutes before you slice, and then serve. And then I serve it with sliced apples with some brown sugar, and that's in the recipe. And then I
so wait, slow down. So tell me about the spiced whipped cream.
So it's just heavy cream, pumpkin pie spice, and powdered sugar.
Wow.
That's all it is. And you can put as much or as little pumpkin pie spice in that whipped cream as you like. And, you know, if you don't like pumpkin pie spice, you could just use cinnamon.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Or you could just use whipped cream.
Or you just use whipped cream with powdered sugar and make it sweet. Yeah.
And the importance of letting it sit overnight is important, because then it soaks in.
It's going to soak in. All the bread is going to absorb the eggs and cream, and it makes kind of a nice little custard. And then you bake it, and this does eventually soak in. You just have to take your time.
Okay, take your time.
And let it soak
And then,
in.
are there any apples that are better than, like, is one apple better than another?
You know, as far as holding up in baking, Granny Smith is just the best.
Oh, Granny Smith.
Granny Smith for baking. But you know, use the apple. If you go apple picking, use your apples. Use whatever you like. I love the Sweet Tango or the Jazz apples.
Oh my.
Is it good?
Yeah. Nobody gets any right here.
It's all Helen's.
It's all mine. Nobody touches it. Seriously, Karista, this is so good.
It smells wonderful.
Oh,
your kitchen, your house is going to smell just like fall.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I've always told people how like your potatoes dauphinoise.
Yes.
We call it dolphin noise around here. But that's like one of the best that I've made several times.
Oh, thank you.
I can see this is going to be another one.
Oh, good.
This is so good.
Thank you.
Your husband and daughters are so lucky.
They are lucky, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Okay, we're going to put the recipe on our website at katu.com. Thank you, Karista.
You.
And we'll be right back with more AM Northwest on the way.